In the wake of World War II, the world faced a tumultuous period. After the war ended, many people wanted justice for the crimes committed during the conflict, especially by Nazi war criminals. Some Nazi war criminals managed to evade accountability, leaving a trail of mystery and intrigue. Who were these individuals, and how did they escape justice? In this video, we'll delve into the stories of 5 specific war criminals who evaded justice. Number 5. Adolf Eichmann. He played a significant role during World War II, particularly in the horrific events known as the Holocaust. He was a key organizer of the Holocaust, which was the systemic genocide of millions of Jews and other minority groups by Nazi Germany. Eichmann's activities included coordinating the logistics of transporting people to concentration camps, where they would often face terrible conditions, forced labor, and ultimately mass extermination. He was responsible for ensuring that the final solution, the Nazis' plan to annihilate the Jewish population, was carried out efficiently. After World War II, Eichmann managed to escape justice by fleeing to Argentina. To evade capture, he lived under a false identity, making it difficult for authorities to track him down. For many years, he managed to elude those seeking to hold him accountable for his crimes. In 1960, Eichmann's luck ran out when Israeli agents abducted him in Argentina. He was subsequently taken to Israel to stand trial for his actions during the Holocaust. His trial was a historic event that brought to light the horrors of the Holocaust and the complicity of individuals like Eichmann. He was found guilty of crimes against humanity and war crimes, leading to his execution in 1962. Number 4. Josef Mengele. A name forever linked with cruelty and horror, played a significant role in World War II. He was a notorious Nazi doctor stationed at Auschwitz, one of the most infamous concentration camps during the Holocaust. Mengele is remembered for conducting gruesome and inhumane experiments on inmates, including twins and people with disabilities. His actions were driven by a twisted curiosity, leading to immeasurable suffering for those unfortunate enough to be under his care. After the war, Mengele managed to escape justice. He fled to South America, where he went into hiding. To avoid capture, he adopted multiple aliases, making it difficult for authorities to track him down. He evaded justice for decades, living in obscurity while the world remembered the atrocities he had committed. Despite the overwhelming evidence of his heinous crimes, Josef Mengele never faced trial for his actions. In 1979, he met an ironic end when he drowned in Brazil. It is believed that he suffered a stroke while swimming and, unable to save himself, met his demise in the water. Many hoped that Mengele would finally be held accountable for his crimes, but his death meant that he never faced justice for the suffering he inflicted on countless innocent people. Mengele's ability to escape the consequences of his actions raises questions about the pursuit of justice and the moral reckoning for those who commit unspeakable acts. Number 3. Aribert Heim. Aribert Heim, also known as Dr. Death, played a dark role in World War II. He was an infamous Nazi doctor who conducted horrifying acts of cruelty on prisoners. Heim worked in Mauthausen concentration camp, where he subjected inmates to gruesome experiments, including removing organs without anesthesia and injecting toxic substances into their hearts. These inhumane actions earned him a terrifying reputation as one of the cruelest figures in the Holocaust. After World War II ended, Heim realized the consequences he might face for his actions, so he decided to escape and went into hiding. He managed to flee from the authorities and lived under different names in various countries to avoid being captured. His ability to evade justice for many years highlighted the challenges in tracking down war criminals who had managed to disappear. Reports about Heim's death in Egypt emerged in 1992, but there were doubts about the validity of these claims. Many believed that he had faked his death to avoid prosecution for his crimes. Authorities were unable to confirm his death definitively, and there was an absence of prosecution for his wartime atrocities. This lack of accountability for Heim's actions left many victims and their families without closure and justice. Number 2. John Demjanjuk. A man whose life was marked by controversy and legal battles, He played a significant role in World War II. He was accused of complicity in the Holocaust, particularly in the operation of Nazi extermination camps. During the war, Demjanjuk served as a guard at various concentration and extermination camps. He was a member of the SS, a parliamentary organization of Nazi Germany, and is believed to have been involved in facilitating the mass murder of countless innocent people. After World War II, Demjanjuk fled to the United States, where he assumed a new identity and lived for many years. His whereabouts remained unknown for some time, allowing him to escape justice. However, his past eventually caught up with him. In 1986, Demjanjuk was extradited to Israel to face trial for his alleged role in the Holocaust. This extradition marked the beginning of a long and complex legal process. Demjanjuk's trial and conviction were a matter of international interest and scrutiny. In Israel, he was initially found guilty and sentenced to death in 1988. However, in 1993, new evidence came to light, raising doubts about his identity as Ivan the Terrible, a notorious guard at the Treblinka extermination camp. This led to his acquittal by the Israeli Supreme Court in 1993. The legal saga did not end there. Demjanjuk's case was far from straightforward. He was eventually deported from Israel and faced another trial in Germany. In 2012, a German court convicted him of being an accessory to the murder of 28,060 people at the Sobibor extermination camp. This conviction marked the end of a decades-long legal battle and became a significant moment in the history of Holocaust-related trials. Number 1. Walter Rauff. He was a significant figure during World War II, and his actions have left a dark mark on history. He held a high-ranking position as a member of the SS, the infamous parliamentary organization that played a key role in the Holocaust. One of the most chilling aspects of his involvement in the war was his association with mobile gas chambers, which were used to exterminate thousands of people. Rauff's role in managing these deadly vehicles is a horrifying chapter in his wartime history. After World War II ended, many war criminals were brought to justice, but Rauff managed to escape and remained on the run for several years. He proved elusive to authorities, effectively evading justice for his wartime actions. His escape led him to South America, where he found refuge and lived in relative obscurity. His ability to find safe haven in South America exposed the limitations of international efforts to bring Nazi war criminals to justice. In the years following his escape, Rauff continued to live a life free from prosecution. It wasn't until he was arrested and extradited to West Germany that it seemed his past would finally catch up with him. However, before he could face trial for his wartime crimes, Walter Rauff passed away in 1984. His death prior to standing trial meant that many questions about his wartime actions and involvement in the Holocaust remain unanswered. It also underscored the difficulty of bringing war criminals to justice, especially those who had managed to escape and find refuge in distant corners of the world. So, their stories highlight the importance of accountability for heinous crimes. It reminds us how justice should be pursued, no matter how much time has passed. These cases show the world's commitment to holding individuals accountable for their actions, even beyond their lifetimes. If you found this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more insightful content.